All right. The number one question I get asked or comes up in conversation is, are goals important? The answer is yes. Goals are very important. Goals can take you from poverty to prosperity. It can take you from unfulfilled to fulfillment. It can take you from the idea of underachievement to success and ultimately a sense of true satisfaction. Now, for me, I believe that goals are everything. They're the pinnacle of my life. It's what I focus on daily. I take action towards it daily, and I do what I need to do in order to achieve the goal. Now, I may not hit every single goal that I want or the target that I want, but it gives me a sense of direction and purpose of where it is that I want to go, and I tweak it and adjust it where I see fit. And if you think about the most successful people in this world, they most often think about and talk about what they desire most often, and that's all they talk about. They're focused on it to the point where they even come off as a little obsessed, a little bit too focused. And people will say, oh, you're doing too much, and why is that necessary? But when you have a vision or a desire, it actually puts you in the mindset and the framework to go after it. And it gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment to the point that every day you just start taking action towards it. You start seeing people around you as opportunities that are connecting you to that goal. And ultimately, that is what happens. The more clarity you get around what it is that you want, the universe and the world will begin to open up opportunities and ideals that can help bring that to fruition. But if you don't have a sense of purpose of what you want, and you're sending mixed messages to the universe about what it is that you desire, you'll get nothing. But I believe that having a clear goal and making it defined, your life will be even more fulfilled and you will get to the desires that you have in your heart. But if you don't have a goal, you don't take action towards it, it will not happen. If you think about the people that are most well known, people who are talked about in the news, either dead or alive, they had a very specific vision and a goal that they desired, and it came almost to a point that people could actually see them in their vision before they even realized it. Some people might even call them insane. So think about the greats of Muhammad Ali. He said, I am the greatest of all time. Now, he said this before he even truly was defined as the greatest of all time. He actually created the term the GOAT. It wasn't Michael Jordan. It wasn't, of course, LeBron James, but it was Muhammad Ali. He was young. He had yet to even actually really get to the pivotal point of his career, but everyone knew Muhammad Ali as this fighter, this legendary boxer, and a lot of that came because he declared it and said what it is that he desired. He would be so descriptive about who he was going to fight, and he would even decide and declare what round of the knockout that he would actually win the fight. Like he would say, fourth round, he's going down. Like I didn't say all, I don't know exactly what he said. I wasn't around. But he would actually declare a round. And people even got to the point, and I say people, that means like journalists, the news folks, they will always analyze them and say, how does he even know these rounds? Like, are these games like fixed, or how is he able to do it? But what happens was he was so focused on the goal that he would begin to analyze and he would begin to critique and look at his opponent in great detail to the point that he understood and knew their game better than even the analysts or the sports analysts or the anchors that were evaluating his actual fights, because he was a student of the game, a student of his craft, but more importantly, he had a specific goal and he understood what it would take to actually get there. He would declare it and say it, right? He was intentional. If you think about Kanye West, now I know there's debate about like the old Kanye, the new Kanye, what's going on with Kanye, we don't know. But Kanye even had a sense of confidence in himself that he would even talk boastfully about who he was and what he could do. He would say, I am the Walt Disney, I am a god. But he was so confident in himself because he had actually set goals. I'm not going to call them small, but there were goals that he kept hitting and setting, and he would gradually produce and actually achieve the goals to the point where he actually had a sense of confidence and a sense of well-being, and he could declare anything that he wanted. And after a while, people just assumed, okay, yeah, maybe he can do this thing that he says that he can do. But he was very clear about what it is that he wanted, and he took action every single day. So to bring that all to you today, I want you to know that you have goals. You have ideas, you have thoughts about what it is that you want, but you're just not taking action on it. You have all these things in your mind about what you want. You feel a sense of frustration. Your mind is cluttered. All these people may come to you or see you as the go-to person in your family or in your inner circle, but you're distracted because you're not able to sit down and really think about what it is that you want and what will it take for you to get there. So you have to really take a moment and think about not only what is it that you want, but write it down and be clear about it. The frustration that you have within yourself about not being able to achieve it, or the cluttered, thoughts that you have, the feeling of being overwhelmed, the feeling of not having it, the feeling of not knowing what to do, is because you haven't taken the time to actually write it down. But the world is waiting on you. There is someone that is actually going to benefit from your obedience and your commitment to your goal. And you making the decision to move forward towards that goal is actually priceless. You can't put a price on what it is if you actually took the action and you actually achieved the goal. But on the other side, what also is priceless is what happens if you don't move forward with it. Who is going to miss out because you decided to be lazy? You decided to just sit in your frustration and in your doubts and keep doing the same thing over and over again. I want you to believe in yourself and truly realize that what it is that you have in your heart, that is possible. I didn't think that it was possible at the time for me to invest in real estate because I thought that only rich and wealthy people could invest in real estate. But it wasn't until I had a conversation or I got exposed to something that helped me to understand that this was actually possible for me. I saw someone else that had did it who was in a different predicament than what I was in and gave me a sense of belief and purpose that if he could do this, why can't I? It's possible for me. All I need to do is sit down and understand what are the steps and what is it going to take to get there. So understand that goals are super, super important. Goals are the things that can make you feel happier and make you feel stronger. Goals are the things that will make you feel energized, that make you feel energetic about life. Goals are the things that are going to wake you up every single morning with a sense of purpose and desire. And that confidence is going to come naturally because you have something that you're working towards. Goals are the things that are going to make you feel like a successful person. Goals are the things that are going to increase your belief to be able to do something bigger and grander and bolder and audacious beyond what you could ever think or even imagine. Goals are the things that are going to help you to get the control of your life that you desire, to make you feel like you know exactly what you need to be doing when you need to do it. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that every single goal that you set, you're going to achieve. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee a success. But I can guarantee that once you make a decision and declare what it is that you want with a sense of vision and purpose, you will begin to gradually see and get closer to the desires and direction that God has for you. He may even reveal to you the thing that you should be moving towards, even though you're striving towards something that's completely opposite of what he desires, because he's going to get you on the path, on the road to where he believes you need to be. Well, not believes, but where God knows you need to be. But you can't get any closer to what God desires. So while you're here on this land, at this time, at this point in time, because you haven't taken any action. So I want you to know goals are important. They can change your life. They can change the lives around the people in your inner circle, within your family. Goals are the things that can help to define who you are and who you are meant to become. And it'll bring out the greatest of you. It'll bring out things in you that you didn't even know that you had. But because you made a decision, you can now see the true being of who you are meant to be. All right? So let me give you some actions that'll help you get on the right path in order to achieve your goal. So action number 1, and I got it written down. Determine the price you will have to pay to achieve the goals that you believe are most important to you. And then I want you to resolve to actually pay the price for what it is to go after it. Like I said, your goals are priceless. Make the commitment and do the thing that's going to help you to get there. All right, action number 2 is imagine that if you are absolutely guaranteeing success to achieve your goal, what will be the thing that you would actually take the step forward to do? And what goals would you actually set for yourself? fear wasn't a factor, if you knew you wouldn't fail, what would that goal be? Write it down and make it as clear as possible. And last but not least is, what is one action that you can take today after you finish watching this video? What is one action that you can take today to really define that goal and take action towards it? And I want you to take that one step, that one action right now today. As soon as you like, share, and or comment, as soon as it's over, I actually want you to take an action today. I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. And the name of my brand is One Day, because I believe your one day, someday goals can be possible if you literally take it one day at a time. And my planner is definitely a source of tool or system that can actually help you to achieve your goal and help you to hold yourself accountable so that you can actually achieve it. All right. So have a great week. Have a great day. And thank you for tuning in. But yes, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you again next week. Have a great day.